Have you ever wondered what the need was for Catholic schools, Adventist schools, Anglican schools, and other sports schools? Today we're going to look at what a special character school is and why it is necessary to have schools that are built for specific instruction and practices that set it apart from state schools. We'll also be looking at how the special character of a school may have different expectations from teachers that they employ.
I attended a Seventh-day Adventist school from kindergarten to year 12. Everything I have ever known about a school was built upon the practices of the Adventist Church. In both of the schools I attended, we always had chapel every week where we would come together to sing, worship, and pray to God.
I was different. For the majority of my schooling, I attended public schools. I also attended a Seventh-day Adventist school. The difference between this special character school and the public school system was that there was no religious focus, and the majority of the time was spent on curriculum and looking at pathways for our future.
So, what is a special character school and how are they different from other schools, Jai?
According to the Ministry of Education, a special character school is one that has a particular character which sets it apart from ordinary state schools.
Because of this, students who choose to enroll in a designated character school should be aware of the purpose this school holds, meaning parents should be prepared to accept the particular character school as it is.
I like how Roy describes special character in his article for Adventist Schools Australia, in which he says, "Schools do not begin by accident. They are established for a particular reason, and the way they are organised and operated is an expression of the values and assumptions held by their sponsors and supporters."
And it's so true. Special character schools work to provide education that goes further than the curriculum and caters to students and parents that may be looking to educate their children on the different instruction and practices of a specific religion or extracurricular focus, such as sport and music.
Now, let's look at what it takes to recognise the special character of a school. Adventist School Australia writes about 5 elements that special character schools should focus on. These 5 areas are education's ultimate purpose, the students, the role of the teacher, the curriculum, and teaching and learning.
Some questions that we came up with for each of the 5 elements are: what is the more significant purpose for students at the school? How are students and their purpose viewed? What are some expectations teachers need to model to meet the ultimate purpose? What perspective and worldview does the school reflect through the curriculum? And are the teaching methods sensitive to the perspective of the school?
A sports school will approach learning from a sports perspective by using different aspects of physical activity as a pillar to engage and teach content, skills, and values. By doing this, these schools can enhance the quality of learning by engaging students through a strength-based approach. For example, students learning about calculating the area in math may go out and measure the area of different sports venues.
Though special character schools may be focusing on spiritual, intellectual, physical, social, and/or emotional realms, they also must make sure that they are being sensitive to the culture and diversity of the needs and gifts of all students. This is where the role of the teacher is crucial. Teachers must be prepared to actively engage them personally and collaboratively and give the opportunity to put into practice what has been learned.
Lacona writes about 9 components that the role of a teacher should include. Teachers should be caregivers, models, and mentors, create a caring classroom environment, display moral discipline, create a creative, democratic classroom environment, teach values through curriculum, include cooperative learning, be conscious of the craft of teaching, uphold ethical reflection, and teach conflict resolution.
The role of the teacher should reflect these 9 components and more. They should first be looking at what the special character school focuses on and where their fundamental values and practices lie. A teacher should always be a reflection of the school. This is why it is so important for them to familiarise themselves with the ultimate purpose of the school, staff, students, and greater community.
In conclusion, a special character school is built for a particular purpose and operated in a way that focuses on developing students through the content, interaction, and values specific to the learning focus. A teacher's role should always reflect the overall worldview of the school. Thank you for listening.